Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be highlighting yet again. Let's see if I can get it right this time. Zarude. There you go. All right. So day 2, we're going to be using Ho-Oh and Zacian. We're going to swap the order. We're going to put Zacian in the front later down the line because I started to get a bunch of dragon leads, which was annoying. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Probably because I have the fire Ho-Oh in the back and the dragon resist it. We've talked about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about on how to manipulate the algorithm, look up "This is exposing the algorithm" on my channel, or "This is the algorithm." Anyway, with that said, Zarude. Again, day 2, more practice, a little bit more comfortable with it, know what it can take as far as hits. Initially going into this, I thought it would be a little bit squishier than it was, but this thing is so solid. It takes Dragon Breaths, it can take the Iron Head, it can take hits. Obviously, it can take this too as well because it's resisting that Surf. But my goodness, what an absolute beast. I am going to have to say I 100% say that it's safe to invest in. Should you pour your resources into it right now? I mean, we're in the Master League. You have a little bit of time left. If you have the stuff to do it, then yeah, go for it. If you don't, well, get around to it one day. It's something you want to look at and make sure maybe potentially save up some rare candies to invest in it. That's it. I mean, there's really not much more to say. The thing's absolutely crazy. It breaks the meta. And if it goes up against something that it's not too great against, say, I don't know, a Togekiss for some reason, or not for some reason, but a Togekiss will obviously wall it. You come with things to protect it from that. In this case, we have a Ho-Oh and Zacian with Wild Charge to hit it with super effective moves. So, yeah, I'm loving this thing. Feel like I'm going to use it every single time I go into Go Battle League. It's not going to not be on the team almost. Let's get into the commentary. If you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. I'll be keeping you up to date. I know I haven't really been dropping the news on you. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in October that I haven't covered, but it's okay. A lot of other YouTubers have you covered. You know, the Niantic drops one line and here comes a 20-minute video, right? Anyway, let's not take shots at anybody. What do we do? We don't need to attack people here. Just making jokes, right? Anyways. Let's see what we have going on here. Going up against a Melmetal, we're going to go ahead and build up to Beyond. We overfarm. Now, the reason why I did that is I wanted them to initially throw that at us so we can let it go through, and now we can just start going to town with these charge moves. But they're going to be catching very smart, very clean with a Giratina. Not very effective. You got me. It's not like I was going to throw Wild Charge and it was going to be super effective, but I could have potentially retreated and held on to that energy. So nice catch. But we're going to go ahead and bring in good old Zarude, right? Not Zacian. Zarude. Let's not be rude. Call them by their wrong names, right? That was a horrible, horrible dad joke. All right. Anyways, they're going to be bringing in Melmetal. Got to look out for superpower. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. Now, this team is going to be vulnerable to Melmetal, right? Straight up. Because you have a Ho-Oh, which doesn't necessarily want to see a rock slide. We can survive that before we do get off a Brave Bird. Zacian's going to be able to take out Melmetal with the superpower. If we run into a Flash Cannon, which is going to be once in a blue moon, that's going to throw a little bit of a damper into the situation. But then again, if they do have Flash Cannon, well, no superpower. Zarude, let's have a little fun. So yeah, Ho-Oh. Sorry to step away from the commentary again, but I know you guys love this. We got a long 30-minute video, full ×2 speed. So let's talk about this. Ho-Oh is good. I mean, do I need to really tell you that? It's ranked very high. I know we're not going off the beaten trail here for spice picks, right? We did the spice. It was nice. Now let's go ahead and get a little bit serious and bring you some of these things here. So Ho-Oh is good. Love it. Has the Legacy Earthquake, 100% IV, and it's great. Simple as that. We're going to see some good plays here. But anyways, now we can go ahead and get into this. They're swapping into their Dialga. Now, we talked about how you can let an Iron Head go through, right? Yeah, you could take it comfortably, and then the Dragon Breath, sure. But here's the problem. If they want to start shielding things up and win swap and then farm you down, loaded up energy, you're going to have a situation just like that. And that's exactly what I was trying to avoid when I do shield up the initial Iron Head. It's kind of giving you that pace at where you're not going to be able to get outpaced by them. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and bring in Ho-Oh here. Not necessarily dealing super effective fire damage, but it's still digging in. Brave Bird's not very effective. Why would I go for Brave Bird? Not just build up to Earthquake. Well, you get nervous, And there you go, Iron Head. And we're still losing. Okay, so the problem with Incinerate, Quick Move, is it's so slow to register, so slow to hit him with the damage that they can get in like several quick moves before you. So that's an issue. Anyway, in comes Zarude here. We're just going to be going to town with the Dark Pulse because, grass is not very effective to steal and all that. And what are we going to do? Well, this is our last Pokemon. We're going to have to obviously shield this up. They're going to be going for a Rock Slide bait there and catching their Kyogre with a Dark Pulse. And I have to say, wow, that was clean. But watch Zarude. Zarude doesn't give a dang about any of this. It's just going to farm down a Kyogre and go for a Dark Pulse on Melmetal. Did you just see that? That was crazy. Okay, let that sink in. Zarude doesn't care. It's just gonna come in and take over. Next battle, met with a Zekrom. This is great. We're gonna be resisting the crunch and the wild charge that they would more than likely have on that thing. Dragon Breath is another story. It's digging in. Dragon Breath is Dragon Breath Stab at Master League. We'll just have to deal with it. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. It is a wild charge. They're debuffing and swapping into a Dialga. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Zacian. You already know what the deal right now. So as far as going up against the Zekrom with our Ho-Oh, that is a bit of an issue, but we'll figure it out. We can still go with Earthquake, which is super effective because it is electric typing. Then again, we'll see how it works out. Anyways, going for another close combat, getting Bolt Shields out of our opponent. Okay, this is good. Now what we can do here is shield it up, build up extra energy because I'm not going to be able to immediately hit it, but they're swapping. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and throw close combat. I was thinking, okay, well, might as well just take them out here. They have no more shields. What you going to do? Come back in here with the Dialga? We're just going to go ahead and go close combat again. And they're bringing in a Melmetal, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Zarude and just start going to town and dishing out the damage. Now, this is a shieldless battle for both of us, and we still have Ho-Oh in the back, which could see some trouble if they do farm up quite a bit of that energy on Melmetal, because, well, Rock Slide is going to be massively effective, but without stab on the Melmetal. So let's see how much a Rock Slide does do. And look at that. It's doing about 75%. I say that's stinking good. Ho-Oh, what a tank. Let's get it. So they're going to be bringing in the Dialga here. They're farming us down. In comes the Zacian, and we're going to be able to make it to a close combat before they get to an Iron Head. And we're taking the win there. Looking fantastico. All right, what do we have for our next battle here, folks? Let's see our Togekiss, okay? It's a good thing we swapped our lead. Alrighty. Although if we did, we probably would have seen something else. Probably like a Ho-Oh, which we're going to be seeing. So we're going to be building up to 2 wild charges here. Getting a shield, great. Now what you could have done here is farm up a little bit more before dropping your defense to 4 stages. But I'm just going to go ahead and swap if they want to use 2 shields. They're going to be bringing in a Melmetal. Now here we go. We can take a Rock Slide. We can let this go through, or we can preserve our health. I think we'll preserve it and go ahead and throw the Earthquake here. Take out the Melmetal. And there you go. This is Ho-Oh handling it. Yeah, they have no more shields, but hey, that's the situation they put themselves in using both shields, and I'm just showing you. So they're going to be bringing in Togekiss. Letting this go through Ancient Power is going to hurt while we do resist the charms. Going to be going for the Brave Bird here and not quite taking them out. And then they say, whoa, I'm done. Hey, trust me, I know the feeling. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent, folks. Lots of battles here. Like I said, please hit that like button. Here we go. This is interesting. This is my first time going up against a Zarude. All right, so we're leading with Zacian here. This is an okay matchup, right? We've seen it on our end. You know, close combat's going to do a lot. So we're going to go ahead and build up. They're swapping. We didn't use a shield on the Power Whip. And they're catching with a what? Their own Zacian. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Ho-Oh here. Remembering Zacian does have a charge move ready to go. And we still have 2 shields going straight for the Earthquake, because what we're going to do is we wanted to make them use a shield because they have all this energy. And we're going to go ahead and shield up that first one. I think, do we double? No, we're going to let this one go through. We know we can survive. Since they've lowered their defense so much, can we farm? Crazy how fast Zacian can farm. So it's going to be able to get off another wild charge. So we're just going to go ahead and shield it up. We got to be very careful. We don't want to waste all this energy. Melmetal comes in. We're just going to go for this. And I think we swap after this. And into a Zacian, close combat. Wow, do you like that? That was clean. Let's go. And that doesn't even give them time to swap. So we're going. We're not going to be making it to another charge. They're going to take us out with a Rock Slide here. And then we can go back in here with Ho-Oh, I suppose. Or we can go in with the Zarude. But I think what we want to do is go with the Ho-Oh. Do a little bit more damage. Or getting to a freaking Brave Bird. Let's go. And since we didn't... Oh, no, we're locked. We still have a few seconds. They got that Zarude. We're going to do some damage. Beautiful. Now, they did farm up, and they had energy before we retreated in the very beginning. So we have to remember that. So they're ahead on energy. Going for Power Whips, which you want to go for. Ours does have a little bit better CP percentage going on here. We're sitting at 3,800, and they're at 3,700, and I didn't quite see. Let's see, 48. Okay, so ours is better, probably has better attack as well, so that's already looking good. They're going for another Power Whip, and I'm thinking, all right, that's the last bit of energy. Tell me that this KOs. It has to. We've seen how much the other ones did, and we're taking the win. Looking good. First time going up against our own Zarude. Let's go. Next battle, folks. What are we going to see? A Yveltal. I mean, that's as good as it can get, pretty much. They're going to be swapping into a Zacian. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Ho-Oh here. And we didn't want to really bring in our own Zarude because what was going to happen is we got to worry about the close combats then, right? Although we can do some nice damage with our grass moves, this is just going to be better all around. We're going to go ahead and shield up this first wild charge here. The next one is not going to KO. And we're doing a lot of damage. But we've seen what happened before. Are we going to actually be able to farm down? Not happening. So what we're going to do is unfortunately throw this right before they throw that. We're left with a very little health. They're swapping into their Yveltal, and unfortunately we're not able to get off our Brave Bird because of the slow registration of the Incinerate. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Zacian to just absorb everything they're throwing at us here. I'm not going in with a Zarude because we get hard countered by the Zacian. Easy because, well, grass not very effective to flying, and then the dark not very effective to the dark. So Zacian is the way to go. Taking them out, still holding on to his shield and tons of energy. I think we definitely want to shield this up, and then hopefully they don't swap here. All right, we're going to go ahead and just throw this. Wild Charge, and what you got in the back of Groudon, we're instantly swapping into our Zarude, and there's nothing a Groudon can do at this point. Fire Punch, yeah, sure, but look. They're going Earthquake. They said, no, I'm going to tear this whole place down before I go down, doing as much damage as they can before we go for the Power Whip and take the win. Looking good. Alrighty. Fire Punches do hurt, but it's just not enough. It's going to take several of them, plus the Quick Move's doing nothing. Alright, next battle, we're met with an Excadrill here. This is absolutely beautiful. We love to see this lead. Now, everything on the team is going to be destroying Excadrill. The Zarude, the Zacian, and the Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's obviously going to get a lot of damage from Rock Slide, but yeah, still dealing that damage back. Swapping into a Mewtwo on their end, we're going to bring in that Zarude. They're down a shield. Immediately going to go ahead and throw this here. They let it go through, which is interesting. I wonder if they had a Focus Blast. They just couldn't get to it and figured, all right, might as well let it go down and bring in the Dialga here. So we're just going to go ahead and go for the Dark Pulses. Zarude up against the Dialga. Look at the damage. Half. Not quite half, but that's... Folks, what's going on? This thing is crazy. We survive at an Iron Head. We're going to get off another one of these. Like, this thing is just like cheat code mode. Honestly, it feels that way. It's so stinking good. Now, it's not going to just give you the wins. You have to play correctly. You have to know what you're doing. But with those skills in hand, holy cow, you're going to be just running the show. Granted, you don't have the worst lead, but you can have horrible leads, as you're going to see here in a bit, and still pull it off. Anyways, we're going to go for Earthquake and take out that little mole. And it comes to Dialga, and they're like, Dragon Breath, I guess. You won. Hey, good game. All right. Let's keep it moving here. Bad lead, good lead. Hey, another Excadrill. Do you see the fire in the back? All right. As well as the Rock Slide super effective to the fire. This is the manipulation of the algorithm. Now, it's not like, oh, I know how to be God in here and control it to the exact T. Obviously not, because we get bad leads. It's not always happening. It's not always activated. Sometimes it may. Sometimes you see a lead on your end for your opponent that has nothing to do with what's in the back, right? The algorithm isn't real, see? Hey, sometimes it doesn't work 100%, but looking at about 85% of the time, all right? With everybody's testimony, it's obvious at this point. But why am I trying to convince? I'm just explaining, right? Not trying to convince you of anything. So they're going to be bringing in their Zekrom, going for a crunch. Trying to lower the defense. Also, it's not going to be lowering their stats, so might as well keep going with that. So we're going to let it go through, take them out. Let's go. And we're going to, unfortunately, not get to the Power Whip. Do I shield this up? Okay, this was not necessary. I just wanted Zarude to take over. Maybe there's something back there that we can take out with this thing still, right? No, not... Well, kind of. We could have stayed there. The Lugia. So this is a classic battle. We got Lugia versus Ho-Oh. Let's go. Aeroblast is going to demolish us. We're just going straight Brave Bird. There's no more shields left because why would I go Earthquake? We have no shields. Now what we could have done was let their charge move go through, but I was afraid of an Aeroblast, so look at what I do. I over tap. We could have took him out with the Ho-Oh. And at this point, I'm freaking out. I'm getting annoyed. I'm like, no way, no way, no way are you going to win. And then in comes Zacian is like, nah. What are you talking about? I got you. I got you, bud. And we get to Wild Charge, man. This team is just disgusting. Like the core of Zacian and Zarude is just nasty. So let's go. Next battle, we're met with a Mewtwo up against our Zacian lead. I think Zacian for our lead for the remainder of the video. We're going to keep going with it. Going for a Side Strike. Okay, that's no problem. And we're letting it go through. Building up to 2 Wild Charges here. Let's see what they want to do. Letting the first one go through. Letting the next one go through, maybe. And yeah, they sure are. Why would they do that? Well, they can come in here and start farming up since we lowered our defense. And I knew they were going to do that, so I immediately swap into our Ho-Oh. And this is a little bit soon for a Draco, but I shielded up anyways. Duh. Now, it's not all bad because now we're going to be able to survive longer because of the Dragon Breath. So, I guess. And we're going for the Brave Bird. Can we get 2 shields? You better shield this. This is Earthquake. Yeah. All right. We're getting that shield. Fantastic. Now we're going to easily let this go. Bring in the Zacian. And, you know, go for close combat, right? Waiting for the clock here. We didn't have to wait. They're immediately swapping into their Groudon. We're bringing in Zarude. And we've already seen this before, folks. We've seen this before. There's your Fire Punch. That's how much it does. Now, on top of the Mud Shot they got going on there, it's not very effective. So we're going to let this Fire Punch go through as well. Now, if you do this, and you're in this situation with your Zarude up against Groudon. Now, be careful. They might come in with a Charm or a Fire or something like that. So just, you know, and try to snipe you with all that energy. So just be careful. I mean, it goes same with any Pokemon with low health. And the switch clock is up. And we're going to easily shield that up and go for the close combat. We're looking good. Taking the win. Let's get it. All right, man. Oh, my goodness. It was so good today. All right, next battle, we're met with a Dialga. And, well, yeah, this is one of those situations where it just puts a smile on your face. You don't even say anything. You just sit back, relax, and take control. So we're going to easily shield this up because we don't want them to double shield to close combat, and then we have a weird situation. It's not the worst, but I don't want to be put there. But they're going to be swapping to catch a close combat with their Giratina. Well played. Every time they do that, man, that's some good plays. But we're going to go ahead and swap into our Zarude here. And what's going to happen is if you're in this position as well, I would not recommend you throw the Dark Pulse right away. Now, it's going to take 2, unfortunately, to take them out. Let's see how this works out. I mean, I think we can Vine Whip down. Okay, yeah, they're going to be bringing us low. So you have to be quick and think about what they have in the back. If it has energy, are they going to be able to beat you in a CMP? All right, because then you're going to have to use that shield. So we're going to immediately go for the Dark Pulse, this is going to take out the Dialga if we can get both of these through. All right, so there goes the 1. I think it should, right? That was a lot of damage. Look at that. And look, there it goes the Dialga. And see, they let it go through because in the back was weak to Zarude. So, all right, makes sense. Saving that shield. Bringing in the Zacian, and we're going to obviously shield this up. Building up to 2 Wild Charges. I don't think... This is not looking good because we just swapped. Never mind. We got a Ho-Oh in the back. This is an awkward battle. You're going to see how this works out. So if you're thinking, what are you talking about? You still got a full Ho-Oh. Yeah, the Kyogre just farmed, though. So we're bringing in Zarude, not enough. And at this point, I'm thinking, yeah, unless they have 2 Surfs back-to-back, the slow registration of the Incinerate could screw us. Let's see. And they don't even let me take the win. Hey, it's okay. I understand the frustration. It is annoying. Losing like that. Anyway, next battle. We're going to be met with a Ho-Oh. This is good. Because we do have Wild Charge. Our Zarude doesn't really want to see it. Even though it's going to, I do believe, for this battle. Now, why am I over farming? What are you doing? Because I wanted them to get their charge move off first, and now we can go ahead and throw these here, I suppose. It's probably not, that was not a great strategy. We probably should just threw it anyways because we're shielding up. But these Incinerates are going to start adding up, and I kind of want to time it. We're getting both shields, so there you go. And I think we may shield this up. Okay, we have to be very careful for them to not swap to catch. Because the whole point of shielding, again, was to do this. Take them out. Beautiful. And they're bringing in a Giratina. Now, I swap into our Ho-Oh, thinking that they might swap out. And then the Zarude's going to be able to handle it. Let's see if they do. No, they're going to keep on going. Okay. We're going to go ahead and go for the Brave Bird. Let's see. Obviously, we already knew it's not going to KO. They're going to be able to get to an ominous win here. And then we're going to bring in Zarude and farm down. If that's the case, and we can, let's see. All right, they have a Dialga in the back. Okay, so Draco Meteor is going to one-shot us. Did I need to state that? Ironhead's not. So what are we going to do here? All right, so I don't know if they really want to go for a Draco because that's going to lower their attack. So they're going Ironhead. Oh, yeah, that sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and go Dark Pulse here. And still holding on to a Zacian, swapping into Farm Down, building up the energy for that last Pokemon. And they said, I'm good. You got me. And I say, good game. Moving on. Let's go. Poke, you're still ace. What's up? I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. Anyway, so we're going to be seeing a Giratina here. You know, this isn't good because of the moves we have. So, yeah, this is a bad situation. Poke, swap into Ho-Oh. Yeah, I guess. Get a shield first. Now we can. All right, let's go. They're going to be bringing in Dialga. Now, if they do this to you and you get locked in with the Zarude up against it, I mean, it's not all bad. Look at the damage. Look at that. Dragon Breath, sure, it hurts. Ironhead, meh. It's not big a deal. I think we shield this up because we're taking the Dragon Breath so well. We can take control here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And go for getting a shield. That's their last one. Can we beat them? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my goodness, Zarude, you're awesome. You're so cool. If you get a bad IV one, yeah, like 10 attack, yeah, that sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yeah, that does suck. But it's still good, all right? We're using crappy IV things here and there, and you still see the performance. So Melmetal, we're still able to get to it. Now, at this point, after I got off that charge move, I should have swapped. That's where I should have swapped. But we're letting them farm like crazy. We have one shield, and we're able to beat them. Whoa, they're probably so mad. They had so much energy. Oh, man. So we're swapping into our Ho-Oh here, and this is fine. Yeah, fire's not very effective, but it's still doing a lot, okay? And we're just going to go, I think, Brave Bird, right? Well, why would I not? A little lag there. What's going on there? Let's make sure we hit all the bubbles, all right? Okay. And that's still not enough to take it out. We have one shield left, and I think I just let this go, and then... yeah, I'm like, whatever. And then we'll just come in with the Zacian and farm down with Snarl. And shield this up. Getting a little close, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. We got this covered here. We're looking good. Let's get it. All right, into the next battle. I don't know, for some reason today, I'm feeling like turning on Star Wars Battlefront. And I'm talking about, you know, the original one, the old school one was great, obviously. But unpopular opinion, I like the one that they made on PlayStation 4. Number 2 is good. It's great. I just, for some reason, love it. I don't know. Anyway, that was random. So we are going up against a Lugia here. All right. This is interesting. Now, if we let a Sky Attack go through, that's good night sleep type to Zarude. So we're going to go ahead and shield it up. Now, they can let that first Dark Pulse go through because Lugia is so tanky. I think we can let the Sky Attack go through as well. We would take it. But the Dragon Tails are adding up, so that's not something we want to do. Now, at this point, we double shield the Zarude. Oh, boy. Okay. What kind of crazy plans do we have going on here? So we're going to go ahead and throw that. We're getting both shields out of them. Okay. Swapping to catch. I like it. I like it. I love it. It's a Sky Attack. Good, good, good. Coming in here with Melmetal. Fantastic. I get nervous and I just throw this. You're going to see why. You'll see. And bam. Yeah. So I was not getting to Earthquake, and throwing that Brave Bird there was still fine. At least we're getting that off before we get taken out, right? Anyway, if you're thinking, well, would you have survived before you dropped your defense? I don't know at that health range. I'm not 100%. I don't think so. Anyways, Garchomp's coming back into the action here. We're swapping into our Zarude. Oh, this is the battle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at what we did. We screwed up so badly. We freaking threw a wild charge on a Garchomp. The most resisted electric, or the most resisted Pokemon to electric. And then I throw a close combat on Lugia. I can guarantee you they were laughing so hard. They were probably loving. They probably... Alright. But watch what happens. I couldn't believe this. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. I had a comfortable win. I had this. We played the whole time and now we're going to lose. Are you freaking joking me? But Zarude's coming in like a crazy monkey over here thinking, or saying, no. I'm not going to let that happen today. No. We're going to make this 1 HP in a dream. We have this. And we pulled it off. Are you crazy? Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. Next battle. All right, that's a battle lead up against a Ho-Oh, so we're going to go ahead and swap. Oh, I lied. I guess we're swapped back to Zarude lead. No more Zacian lead. All right, so got a couple more battles for you. They're bringing in their Giratina. We're going Earthquake. It's doing a lot of damage. I'm going Earthquake because I don't want to lower my defense because we want to survive that. And now we're going to be able to get to a Brave Bird. Beautiful. This is going to force a shield potentially. Okay, sounds good. And we made it right at the same time, which is even better. Now they can't farm us down. Taking us out with Omni. Well, I don't know what the hell happened here. I don't know if that was a strategy or what, but I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, so we're going to bring in Zarude here, and we're going to do something a little crazy. We're going to farm it all the way down. All right? We're farming it all the way down with Vine Whip. Let's go. Zarude's on him. Just a crazy spree here. So, Vine Whipping. This is nuts. We're going to survive barely. We have to be careful. Ominous Wind sounds good. We have 100 energy. Going to go ahead and throw that. I just was thinking Dark Pulse, whatever. Let's go for it. And they have a Ho-Oh, so good call. They're coming back in there with it. 1 shield, 2 on our end. And we're building up, get into the Wild Charge with 2 ready to go. Do we want to shield this up? Yeah, that's Earthquake. Think we would have survived, but we still want to be healthy. Going to go ahead and get off the Wild Charge here. No shield. And what you got in the back? Dialga? GG's. All right, so basically, they're going to shield this up. We're going to build up to another 2. Because we don't really want to lower our defense too crazy right now. They're not going to be able to get to another Iron Head, and we're just good to go. Do you see this team? Folks, do you see this? I mean, this is insane. Zacian is just a beast. Zarude, disgusting. And then Ho-Oh thrown in the mix. It's just like, geez, what is this crap? So we're taking the win there, looking good. Folks, I am in love with this thing. It is just too dang good. Let's go. Next battle, Excadrill. Yeah, everything on the team wants to see that, to be honest. They're swapping into a Lugia, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Zacian here. Now you're thinking, well, why not bring in Ho-Oh up against the Lugia? It's a pretty safe swap there, you know, considering the Excadrill in the back. Do you know how much Incinerate does each time to Excadrill? A lot of damage. It's almost like a mini charge move, okay? So we're just going to hold on to that. Plus the Wild Charges here. All right, so we're good to go, doing all kinds of tricks and tips. And throw the Wild Charge. All right. Building up a little bit more. I think we were planning on double shielding this if we had to. Or no, yeah, we already did. What am I talking about? So there's the damage. Look at that. Rock Slide's not going to take us out. No. So we're going to go Earthquake. And the reason why, we could take him out with Brave Bird, but I want to survive a little bit longer, do a little bit more damage to whatever they throw in here. I guess if you wanted them to not farm you as much, you could go Brave Bird, and then they would take you out with, you know, quicker and less farm from them. All right, so we're looking good. We're going to go ahead and just bring in Zacian here, expecting not an Aeroblast. Or never mind, it is an Aeroblast. So we're going to absorb that, bringing in our Zarude. It's going to call it Zacian, bringing in Zarude. And lucky for us, they have a Giratina in the back. So what's going to happen? I don't know. Let's see. We're not going to... I was going to say we're not going to shield anything up. What we need to do is make sure we farm perfect here. All right, that looks good enough. They used a lot of energy on the Aeroblast. I don't think they're close to a Sky Attack quite yet. Dragon Tail's not going to take us out. We get to the Dark Pulse. We take the win. There you go. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. This team is absolutely nuts. Zarude is a beast. You need it in your life. Thank you for watching, and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!